Jeff Gibby here, Director of Sales. Today we're going to be talking about our brand new add-on developed by Colin Abrams, the Paragon Training Toolkit. So take a second, read through this legal disclaimer, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, all right. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you're doing well today. Today, we are going to be talking about the Paragon Training Toolkit add-on by Colin Abrams. And in case you're not familiar with Colin Abrams, Colin has been a partner of MetaStock for decades. He teaches people how to trade down in South Africa. And he has been a partner with MetaStock for just a number of years. He's also a chartered market technician, and he manages a hedge fund, and he also manages another fund that invests primarily in US-based ETFs. He's been a great partner of MetaStock. We sure appreciate the work that he's done. What we wanted to do is we wanted to create a package that took all of his technical knowledge and all of his training skills and combine them into one super package. And so we call it the Paragon Trading Toolkit. And it is a fairly large trading toolkit. It's going to include 6 explorations, basically 6 different methodologies, some expert advisors, templates, system tests. It's also, as part of it, it's going to include a 6-module course that's basically going to walk you through all kinds of stuff, including like the basics of technical analysis, Dow theory, all kinds of good stuff. So let's kind of get into it. I want to kind of start today's demo by talking about the systems that are included in the Paragon method. And you can see those systems all listed right here on your screen. I'm going to kind of talk about each of these methodologies individually and kind of like what they do. Then we're going to kind of go into MetaStock. I'm going to kind of show you how they look on a chart, how the scans work, how the system testing works, and then we're going to kind of basically wrap up. So that's kind of the idea of where we're going today with today's video. So we'll start with the Paragon Dow theory line chart. This basically is based on market structure and is derived from basically Dow theory. In a nutshell, the Dow theory is going to basically generate buy signals when you get higher highs and higher lows. Okay, it's going to generate sell signals when you get lower highs and lower lows. And so it's all built around kind of this market structure. Higher highs, higher lows means that you're in an uptrend and the stock is moving up. That'll generate a buy signal using this Paragon Dow theory method. If the opposite is happening, it's going to give you sell signals. The next methodology that's included is the Paragon Trend Finder 1.2. And this basically is a method that Colin's put together to kind of identify the trend on a chart for you. Obviously, you know, the trend is your friend, befriend the trend, a rising tide lifts all boats, all that kind of stuff. This is basically going to identify trends on a chart for you and kind of tell you where they exist. And it'll do that in an automatic basis. The third method that we're going to talk about is the Paragon Trend Finder and the Dow theory. And then it's just basically a combination of those 2 methods. And basically, Colin talks a lot about this in the manual, but the method will sometimes miss the first buy signal. But he says he prefers this method because it provides greater consistency and better reliability in the actual methodology. So the next system that we're going to talk about is the moving average 205 system. This is a simple moving average crossover system. Basically, it looks at a short-term trend and a longer-term period, gives you entries based on a moving average crossover. Okay, and then we'll also included is going to be the Paragon Weekly Buy Setup. This analysis is designed for use on weekly data, and usually what it'll do is it'll signal the start of a multi-week rally using it. So when you apply this, you'll want to do it on a weekly time frame, and when it gives you a buy signal, it's basically saying, okay, we're identifying at the beginning of a potential multi-week rally. So there you go. At this point, kind of what I want to do is, those are the 5 systems, or the methodologies that are included inside of the Paragon Toolkit. What I want to do is actually kind of show you how those kind of exist on a chart, how they look, how they're integrated into MetaStock. So let's go ahead and get into MetaStock. I've got basically the Tesla chart open here, and I've got the Paragon combination of the Dow theory as well as the trend finding add-on, so that combination. Okay, what you're going to see here is when you're in an uptrend, it's basically going to automatically identify that you're in an uptrend by painting all of the bars blue. Okay, when you get a buy signal in that trend, it's going to give you the buy signals, and you can see those are identified automatically using the MetaStock software program on the chart. If you're in a downtrend, you'll be able to start to notice that because it's going to kind of, here, let's zoom in just a little bit so you can see this a little bit closer. You'll see right here, Tesla's entered a downtrend because we're starting to color the bars purple, okay? We do also have, as part of this, of course, we have a function of MetaStock that's called the Expert Advisor Commentary. And I can get to that functionality if I go to View, Expert Commentary. What I'm going to have is this window that basically kind of opens up. By default, look, it's going to be looking at this very last day. There's a little triangle to identify that that's the day that it's looking at. And in this particular example, the commentary is just going to tell us that there's a downtrend. We've been in a downtrend for 3 days. And it'll also give us the number of days since we've had the last sell signal. If we are generating a buy signal, like I can move this arrow around, if I wanted to kind of look at kind of this where we had this buy in an uptrend right here, I can go back here. It's going to say, okay, we're in an uptrend because we're now looking at where we had an uptrend. We've been in that uptrend for 31 bars, and then we have a new Dow theory buy signal. It gives you some more information right here underneath about kind of how to do this and how to kind of take advantage of that. But basically, it's a full integration in the MetaStock platform. Of course, it's going to also include the ability to scan. So MetaStock has the ability to go in and scan for any stocks that you have. We call it the Explorer. And if we come into the MetaStock Explorer, if I wanted to go in and find an opportunity to buy today or to sell today, I can run this Paragon Trend Fit. All of the methodologies that we talked about before are listed here. I can run a scan for just about anything. I've already ran the Paragon Trend Finder Dow Theory here in the demo room against the S&P 500. It didn't take very long to run, but I'm just going to go to the report, and basically you'll see out of those 5 stocks, 470 were rejected, 35 were not rejected. 35 either have a long opportunity or a short opportunity. Okay, out of those, you can see them kind of listed here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort these based on the ones that had a buy opportunity. Okay, so we'll go ahead and sort this based on the buy column. A 1 in this column means I can buy. This percent greater than the moving average and percent under the moving average just gives you a feeling without opening the chart of how far above or below the moving average it is. And I'm just going to kind of list out anything that has an opportunity. From here, I now don't have to look at 470 rejected stocks. I can focus on the ones that have an opportunity. Maybe I'd want to take a look at American Express or Capital One Financial. I can save these to a list. I can go in and take a look at them. But again, the idea here with the Paragon Trend Finder and MetaStock is let's focus on the stocks that have an opportunity, and let's ignore those that do not have an opportunity. Okay. We also do, with the Paragon add-on, have system testing. And if you're not familiar with MetaStock, we're not going to kind of drill into like a huge demo of what system testing is and what it does. But with system testing, we have the ability to go in and measure performance over any given period of time. So in the system test I ran here in the demo room to kind of show you, I used the last 1,250 periods. I took all the long trades and all of the short trades, and I tested this Paragon Dow Theory signal. It didn't take very long. But again, I'm just going to open up the report and kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. So let's go ahead and kind of view this. This is basically the Paragon Dow Theory. I can see over here, if I just sort it based on the percent of profitable gain, I can see which ones worked really well. There wasn't any actual unprofitable stocks, which was unusual, but we did have some extremely profitable stocks. And you can come in here and see exactly how often it traded. I tested 1,250 records, 74 trades in end phase over 4 years. Devon Energy had 84. Kind of see exactly how profitable it was, what the percent gain is, all that kind of stuff. And of course, If we want to kind of go in and take a closer look at it, we can look at a performance report that's going to break down like the buy-hold indexes, profit-loss indexes, the risk-reward indexes. There's all kinds of information that's in here that you kind of can look at. You can even go into an equity screen and see what your equity would have looked like over time with Tesla and the Dow theory method, or any of the methods that you've tested. And in the case of this demo, this is what I tested. So there you go. Again, with the Paragon Trading Toolkit, you're going to get all of that stuff that we just talked about. You're going to get those methods. You're going to get the scanning, the testing, the expert advisor. We're also going to throw in a full training class. So you'll see right here, we've got session 1, session 2. They start with Colin. He's going to start with market basics. He's going to talk even about asset classes and charts and trends, trend analysis, technical analysis, reversals, continuations, volume. One of the things that I found pretty interesting as we were kind of getting ready to do this is he's been doing this class for, I think he said 10 years. Yeah, I might be wrong on that little detail, but one of the things that he pointed me to was like kind of the testimonial page on his website. And he's like, I've done these classes so many times, I could almost do them in my sleep. I've done them a lot. And I think that's really, really actually pretty cool. The testimonials for these classes was amazing. And the fact that he's been through them quite a number of times is going to give a very professional and a polished feel to the classes that you just wouldn't get otherwise. So basically, all of these modules are available. They're part of the add-on. As I said, you're going to get the 6 explorations. You get 6 expert advisors, the templates, the system tests, and that 6-module course. That module course is going to be available on your My Downloads page, and you'll be able to kind of go through it at your own leisure, be able to take a look at it, and it's going to be available for you. In a nutshell, the add-on with all of the methodologies, the toolkit, the training, all of that's available for a one-time cost. The cost of it, that's going to be $699. I'd encourage you to kind of take a look at it. If you don't have MetaStock, you can get a trial of MetaStock with your Paragon add-on training purchase. Give us a call, 800-882-3040, metastock.com/salespchat. And you can also sign up for this offer at metastock.com/CAbramsa. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know how you like the product, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.